you wiggles.
Are you good?
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Shade TV. My name is Marissa Hill. If you're new to my channel, do not forget to smash that subscribe button, as well as give this video a thumbs up at the end if you enjoy it. Feel free to leave me any comments or questions down below if you have any, as well as hit that notification bell, as we do have a ton of videos coming out that I don't want you guys to miss out on, as well as be sure to check out our membership tiers on that join button, as well as all of our new merch that we have in our store. Today is going to be another Funko Pop reveal that I'm going to be going through. If you guys have been keeping up with Funko Fair, you guys have seen pictures and images already probably of the Goonies collection. Today I'm going to go over in depth 4 of the Funko Pops that I have from that collection. I am missing 2, which we'll talk about, but I do want to discuss also how the characters actually intricately have some nice wardrobe that entails sneakers, specifically Nike. So I'm going to be talking about that too. Let's get into it though. For those of you who are interested, by the way, in copying yourself one of these Funko Pops from this collection, or maybe all of them, pre-sale is open. So be sure to check out my links down below. You should be expecting to see these Funko Pops in May 2021, so a couple more months for that, but I do know that a few of these are already sold out, especially the Walmart exclusive and the Target exclusives. So we will start with Sloth, who is a Walmart exclusive. I will give you guys a little refresher on the movie, as I for sure needed a refresher on this one. I was always a big fan of the Goonies when I was younger. I obviously was not born when this movie was officially released. I was a little too young for that, but I did end up watching this continuously on the Disney Channel because they always seemed to be playing it, and it was one of my favorite movies to watch on the Disney Channel. So the storyline behind this movie is it's very much about like pirates and treasure. And so this is the group of friends, these 3 guys here, Mikey, which I have, Chuck, which I have, and Data. I am missing Mikey's brother Brandon, and I am missing the pirate Sloth. All right, so as far as the main characters in the movie, I will say that we are missing 2 of the girl characters as well as Mouth. We did see Mouth though in the OG release back in 2014, and these characters also were released in 2014 with different looks. I would say that these outfits that they selected this time around for the Funko Pops are much more representative of the characters in the film, specifically with props as well, down to details such as Data's different intricate technological pieces on his body, as well as his bag, and also like the details in Chunk's actual floral print outfit that he wears in the film. So let's start out with kind of the character development through the film. It starts out as a storyline of Mikey's parents basically getting their house foreclosed on, so he's kind of freaking out about how they can save their parents' home because they don't want to move, and he doesn't want to lose his relationship with all his friends. So they end up going up into the attic where all of his dad's kind of old memorabilia items are, and it's a lot of different pieces that have to do with pirates. He also finds this, news article on a guy named Chester Copperpot who went missing, looking for some treasure, as well as a map which he's holding. He found that actually in a album, or not album, but he found it in a frame that he broke, and takes the map, decides to actually get the group together and go on this treasure hunt to try and save his family's home by finding this treasure that no one in this town of Astoria, Oregon has been able to find all of these years. And it was this kind of, I guess, shipwreck. And pirates apparently on this ship had tons and tons of jewels and gold and lots of treasure. So they embark on this adventure, and that's why you see Mikey with this map He's also wearing a necklace, which he finds on that adventure into the cave. He finds the actual skeleton of Chester Copperpot, and on him he's wearing that necklace, and he ends up using that necklace later on in the film. So I do love how detailed these pieces are. Then we've got our character Chunk, who is absolutely a hilarious character. He's kind of the jokester throughout and gets separated from the group at one point, but at the beginning of the film he does this dance and lifts up his shirt, so that's kind of a memorable scene where he's doing the infamous truffle dance, showing his tummy, and he always seems to be hungry throughout the film. Next we've got Data, and Data was a very interesting character. I remember him from Indiana Jones, a specific actor, so it was pretty cool that he, you know, also is in the Goonies and has this kind of similar character development in a sense where he's very adventurous, but he's got all these crazy gadgets, and he has one of these, like, what do you call it, little puncher thing that comes out of his chest and punches people. He actually has, you know, all of these different things hidden in this coat. Like, you just don't know what to expect when he's pulling any of those pieces out. He also has, you know, North Face backpack on. He's super trendy. And he was wearing a pair of Nikes also. If you guys remember in the film, they are all kind of running away from these bad guys, and they're on this log. Data is like, how do we stop them? And you see him basically walking slowly across this log, and he's leaking oil out of the back of his shoes. And he's wearing the Nike Air Skyforce H1s, and he's leaking oil from them. It's crazy. Like, the back of the sole just lifts up and oil starts to come out, and then you see them slipping on the log and falling and hurting themselves. It's pretty funny. Next, we have one of the bigger characters I think that you would remember, and that's Sloth. So I wasn't able, unfortunately, to get the Pirate Sloth, but this specific Sloth is a Walmart exclusive, and I love this one so much because he's holding Rocky Road. And for those of you who've seen this movie, you know how significant that Rocky Road ice cream is, because our lovely Chunk was obsessed and could smell the actual ice cream in the fridge when they were searching for the entryway to find this treasure. And he opens up the freezer and finds all of this ice cream. And in a portion of it, him and Sloth are actually eating the ice cream, and Sloth is eating a Baby Ruth. He finds that he loves chocolate, so Chunk, of course, decides to give him some Rocky Road ice cream, and so that's why you see him eating that right in that. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, he's got the lid in one hand and the Rocky Road on the other. We are missing another Target exclusive, which is Brandon. And Brandon was well known in a pair of Nikes as well at the beginning when the kids kind of wrap him up. He's like using this exercise thing. I don't know what it is. It's like bands that he stretches in the beginning of the movie. He's always like working out and trying to get buffed up for his date that he's got at the end of the week, but they end up tying that around him in the chair, and he gets lifted up, and he's wearing a pair of Nike Vandal Supremes. They're quite disgusting and dirty, but it was a big spot on those Nike sneakers that he was wearing. And who am I missing? Oh yes, Chunk is wearing the Nike Terra TCs as well. So definitely some interesting sneaker combos that we have for each of the characters. And also one of the girl characters was wearing, I believe, a pair of Converse looking Nikes, but they weren't real because they've got actual drawn in Nike swoosh marks on them if you see the details on images that are up close. But Nike never actually created a pair of sneakers that looked like Converse. So those were definitely, I believe, fakes in the film. But I do love that the Goonies incorporated a lot of the sneaker culture from the 80s into the movie. So let me know your guys' thoughts on the Goonies. Were you guys able to pre-order these, or are you potentially looking at getting some of these in the future? Also, are you fans of this movie? I know that it's from the 80s, so some of you may be too young, but I do feel like they're probably still replaying this on Disney, but maybe they phased it out. I don't know, but you guys haven't seen it, definitely go back, watch it. It's a pretty funny film. I had to go back and just, you know, rewatch it one more time to kind of update myself on specifics, but I forgot how funny this movie was. Let me know your guys' thoughts on each of these characters. Which one is your favorite? Other than that, leave me those comments down below. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, as well as hit that notification bells. We do have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you guys to miss out on, as well as we'd love to have you become Shade Gang members. So be sure to check out those membership tiers on that join button, as well as our new merch that we have added to our store. And if you guys are interested in also checking these out online, we do have those links down below in the description. So until next time, we will see you all in the next video.